Hi. Okay, here we are, week 3 at home with coronavirus. And this week I was listening to a podcast that a colleague of mine, Ellen Dodge, was featured on. The podcast is on boys. It's about raising boys, and if you haven't listened to it, I can recommend that you do. But one of the things that she said in this podcast is that there's a shortage of a lot of things right now, but there is no shortage of feelings. And that really resonated with me because that's a lot of what I was seeing and experiencing this week among people I work with, family, and with friends. So I think that there's been a lot of sensitive feelings, which has turned into real sadness, and people saying to me, like, I don't usually cry, and this week I was crying a whole lot. And I think that's because there's a lot to cry about right now. I think that, the first couple of weeks as we were settling into this, it was kind of new, and so we were all working to adapt and adjust, and now we're in it. And they're saying that it's going to last for longer, and longer maybe than we wanted to realize. And so we're in that place where, okay, I sort of have this, but I don't really want to have it indefinitely, and that's what it feels like right now. And so lots of things are getting triggered, and people are talking about kind of the adjustment to working at home, the adjustment to dealing with having kids at home. Kids are talking about recognizing that, for as much as they don't like school, that they'd rather be in classes with teachers, with their friends, where they can see people and walk by people and chat with people. A lot of kids are missing that. Some people aren't, but a good number of people really are. And so what's happening is that kind of things are getting triggered, and then coronavirus and the impact of that is always there. We are constantly living with it, even if it's in the forefront of our minds or it's way in the back of our heads. And so it's going to be harder to kind of deal with stuff, upsets, disappointments. Those things are going to be harder to cope with than they were before coronavirus. And so we're going to see lots of different feelings spilling out, from sad to scared to insecure. One that I was feeling, this is a homemade one, not made by me, but made by one of the kids I work with, and this is frantic. I was feeling kind of frantic as I was going into the grocery stores and not being able to find what I want. But I'm also finding that, I'm sort of anxious if I don't go to the grocery store as well. So just living with that kind of constant heightened level of emotions. And so what we do is we go back to today's square today, and we learn to sit with, and for the time being to live with, uncomfortable, and to keep doing those things to take care of yourself, to make those phone calls, to reach out to people, to eating well, getting that sleep, to exercising, going outdoors when you can, kind of all those things that we know we're supposed to do, but can get harder when we're feeling lots of big feelings. So take care. I will see you again next week. Bye.